remember that Tunisia saw the beginning of a so-called Arab Spring. As a matter of fact, Tunisia is an Islamist country, and I can prove it because in the elections there, the Islamist party got the majority. And after this, there was a peaceful putsch, and now you have a coalition of the Islamists and the former leaders of Tunisia. But we should remember that the PLO leaders before the Oslo Agreement were guests in Tunisia. And you have also to remember that hundreds of Tunisians are now fighting against the unbelievers from the side of Islamic Daesh, now in Libya and in Syria. And so we should not be surprised that a Tunisian engineer joined the Azadim Qassam, the military wing of the Hamas, and was acting in order to develop drones in order to attack Israel and maybe other countries.
Let's move now to two events that happened yesterday. We start with the ambassador from Russia in Turkey that murderer. Who is the guy that murdered Russia, and why Russia?
Yeah, one should be surprised. This attacker, what he did, well, he was a policeman. He belongs to the police of Turkey. And you saw him on he was wearing Western vest and so on, and a tie, and he looked very sympathetic people, gentleman. And what did he shout? He shouted Allahu Akbar, and you should not forget Aleppo, Halep. And you have to understand, Russia is leading a war against the Sunni Muslims and Sunni Muslims in Syria as 80% of the population, and in the world there are 85% of the Muslims. But Russia has decided to support the Shia and Iran against the Sunni people and the Sunni Muslims. So they will take revenge. You should be sure that Muslim and religious Sunni Muslims will take revenge, because in the Sharia, in the Islamic law, when a country leads a war against the Ummah, the Islamic nation, there is an individual duty, fard ain in Arabic, for each Muslim to fight against this country. And his representatives, for example, the Russian ambassador in Turkey. So we shouldn't be surprised at all.
Let's hear what the terrorists say yesterday.
Yes, that's exactly the point. He's not shouting, we want a more liberal Turkey, or Russia is not okay from this point or from another point. The main point, they are killing Sunni Muslims. Russia is attacking, is destroying hospitals and schools and civilian houses there in Aleppo. They will take revenge.
Let's move to the other event that happened a couple of hours later in Berlin. Terrorists take a truck and running over to the people. Again, the same event like Nice. We feel like it's a deja vu.
Yes, it's the deja vu, and it's the same method. And yes, I say vu for sure. And you have to understand, Germany joined the coalition against the Islamic State. They joined them in December 2015. And since it joined this coalition, they are an enemy for the Islamic nation. And as enemies, there is a duty in coming to each Muslim, fard ayn, individual duty, to kill the people who attack Islam. And there is the opinion of bin Laden that since these countries are democracies, Germany is a democracy, so all the citizens of this country are responsible for the activities of their government. So they have the duty to kill civilians. More than this method of a lonely wolf was invented by Abu Musa al-Suri, who is the ideologue of Islamic State, and he said, if a Muslim man, takes a car or a truck and runs over people, the security services will not be able to put the hand on him before he attacks, because he is not belonging to any party, to anything. He just takes a car or a truck and he runs over people and kills them.
And it's coming from agenda.
Yeah, the agenda has two main points. First is to take revenge from the West, but the second point is in the policy of Abu Musa al-Suri. The first stage of the war against the West is by getting the West terrified by Islam, by the violence. And the second stage, he hopes, will be a civilian war. You have more than 4 million Muslims in Germany now, half of them, more or less, from Turkey. And these people, that's what Abu Musa al-Suri hopes, will fight against the Germans until they will they will dominate Germany.
We're gonna see another event like this in the future?
You say one, I say many. If the West doesn't understand that its war now is a war against the radical Islam, and they have to take the measures in order to stop it, and mainly teaching jihad. You have many mosques in Germany, they teach jihad. You have many refugees. Just last year, 1 million Muslims entered Germany. You have some thousand of them who are potential terrorists. You have hundreds of Muslims coming from European countries to Syria in order to fight there. So Europe has a huge problem, and up to now they close their eyes and they do not want to recognize the nature of the problem.